What is going on, everyone? We are back with another music reaction. I'm Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
And together we are...
HellaDepraved.
Yes, we are. Super excited. It has been a long time since Handlez actually dropped something new.
It's been a while.
And he dropped this for all of us that were waiting. I gave him a bunch of crap on Twitter. Because he had posted it, and apparently it posted from his phone, and he wasn't ready for it to come out yet, so he, hid it.
Oh.
And then
Rude.
I talked trash on Twitter about it.
Rude.
I made a basketball penalty reference. I do hope, and I'm pretty sure you understood I was joking.
Right.
But no, I'm super excited for this because we love Handlez. Handlez.
And it has been a while.
You do that on purpose. Love Handlez. I mean, that was the name of one of his albums. No, we do. He's a fantastic dude. Fantastic artist. Always blows my ever-loving mind with the way he words things. And
I was like, with the love handles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're excited. So, we're going to react to this if you guys have already seen it. If not, click the link in the description below. Hopping over to all things coming back with that because we're commentary, reaction, breakdown, comedy channel. What that means, we will pause for any and or all of the above. And also, before we get into this, the Kendrick Lamar Father Time, I don't think I've heard that song.
I have not.
So, I am not going to really know the beat that well. I also don't think we've heard Muse before.
I don't think so.
Or Mu $E. I don't know what he wants to go by. I'm guessing it's Muse.
Right.
Or she. It could be she. I don't know.
All right. Well, you know what?
So,
it's fun. Something new.
It is time to slash it up and to break it down. This is Handlez Mcgee featuring Muse with Daddy Issues. Let's get it.
When I grow up, I want to be like you, Dad.
Nah, son. Be better than me. It's a good move right there, boy. That's what I'm talking about. You'll get it next time.
I can't.
Hey, we don't say can't in this household.
He's just a kid. He doesn't know any better.
Hold on. Stop crying. What are you crying for?
He's not gonna learn now.
Hey, chill out. Little girl. Hey, come here. Come here. Before I get started, nah, this is not a shot at my pop, whom I honor and oldest altar. It's me on my knees, tied off and ties that are oldest altar. Altered visions as a Christian, how you view your fathers, how you view the father. Trying to make sense, what's the cause of all of my problems? Daddy issues, you try identifying, and then you solve them right, felt minimized. When looking in his eyes, I've been at all my life, it's all in spite. I talk how I talk from trauma and walls of high. If you mess up, reminds me of me. He wanted all precise, a little child. He was my Superman, also my kryptonite. It's crippling how couldn't view you as a man. You was mysticized. My whole world just wanna make him.
Said couldn't view you as a man. You was mysticized, which is a double because Mr-sized.
Okay.
Mysticized.
All right. I do like how this has all been sort of put with how you view your father is how you view the father, and the Superman kryptonite.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crippling how couldn't view you as a man. You was mysticized. My whole world just wanna make him proud, but was a failure to him. Speak up now, but better not speak too loud. Gotta embrace the rules. Let's fade back to my room about 3 years past the age of 2. Mama trying to console and hold me. I told her I hate this dude. Wish I knew she go and tell her my chest and my tears well up. He said get up, call me down and say son, I hate you too, daddy. Early morning wake ups, practicing on day offs. The payoff, they not gonna do you in when it's the playoffs. The trade-off, relationship and daddy papers way off the play coast. Higher for a child, just pray for me, please. But you can't pay off this debt unless I pray off the stress I need to say off. Please, just pray for me. Just pray for me. To the women that I've hurt, I got daddy issues. It's not your fault. I couldn't love. My mama was my calm when I would try and talk. So all of y'all were objects to use. When I felt lost, called it love. When you got on and then shrug. When you got off, oh, I call it quits with no consequences. Constantly quenching a thirst for knowledge about the body of opposite. It gave me sense of power. Me being showered by gifts and kisses. Ruined scholarships and visions from God so I could get it. I got daddy issues trapped within new life. Till the casket gets you battle mental scars. Stuck in these walls in a padded venue, jacket fits you tight. Wish you could go back. What he'd have to give you is a kiss goodnight. But you never got it, and that's essential. Battered, brittle when you're rigid. And this world is stacked against you and frigid. So you wear armor, no problem. How bad it chips you off for his approval. Well, if you fail, he use that against you. Slander stitch you permanent like tatted tissue. That's against you when he talking. If it hits you, well, that could probably kill you. But the opposite, you say something positive, that'll fix you. When I got 2 sons now, I finally understand. To kids, the fathers are perfect. Old time, he was just a man. Your flaws are just like my flaws. We'd always want the upper hand. Use logic to solve a problem. No feeling got structured in. Would struggle to say I love you. Felt upwards to hug a friend. It gave me the tougher skin, but I pray I'm not too tough on them. Stop crying. I come wipe through the tears and they just idle. The fear is a drug and this can't be love, cause it's just survival. Should've apologize and give them a hug. Just prideful, I can't break this one cycle, cause I'm broken just like you, daddy is. Look in the mirror like daddy is you. You're not gonna act like your daddy issues. Took my whole life, dad, just to get you. Grown man with daddy issues, and that's the issue. Early morning wake-ups, practicing on day offs. Tough love, bottled up, no chaser, no chaser, no chaser, no chaser, no. Handles coming over for the 99 and the 2000. You already know what we doing, water, wine, we out here. Alright, I'm done.
Alright.
I didn't pause it anymore after the first time because I was embracing the wordplay and really just focusing and listening in.
Yeah, it was a whole vibe. Plus, it's complex. He makes all of his schemes complex.
That song is so good.
It's so tough.
And here's the thing, it's one of those situations that I can find relatable on a different level than, and I don't mean like on an advanced level, not in the exact way
Right.
that he put it. Like, my dad wasn't the type to push me like that. But he was hard on me in other ways. Like, we're talking just getting a C on my report card. I was grounded for the semester until I got it up to an A or a B.
Right.
Type shit. Stuff he's
He had
apologized.
high expectations. Yeah.
Right. Stuff he's apologized to me for as now that I'm an adult and he realizes what he did was probably wrong. And
or the way he went about it is more,
I don't know what your relationship with your dad is now, but and I may be getting this wrong, but I don't think I am. He had mentioned, and it's honestly my favorite part, how he's changed as a father for his kids, as opposed to how he was raised. And I think we all try to do a little bit better for our kids than what we feel were done for us.
Right. At least in the ways that we felt hurt as children. Yeah.
And the big difference was his dad telling him don't cry, but it being more of a you're a man, don't cry.
Right.
But him being more don't cry. I love you.
Right.
Like
yeah. Being able to realize your problems, your daddy issues, as obviously this whole thing is about. There's two sides of it, and it's beautifully put in this. He is not only trying to fix his daddy issues in himself to be a better father for his sons, but he also now realizes kind of where his dad was coming from.
Right.
So it gave him understanding on both sides. I mean, honestly, it's all about generational healing. And that's really hard. I think all parents have certain hopes and dreams and therefore expectations for their children. But to be a child and have perfection expected of you is exceptionally hard, especially if you don't excel in the areas that your parents did and therefore kind of think that you will, or that matter the most to them because that's where their interests lie, you know? So I really, it's one thing to have daddy issues. It's another to really realize it and work on being better for your children. And he even said, look, I'm really sorry that they were there and I hurt women, but I'm doing better for my kids, you know? That takes a lot of strength to stand up and say. So, but the wording is immaculate. Always is.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Absolutely loved it. I'm also a dad, so I mean.
Right. I am not.
But I think whether we're dads or not, I think most people in some way, shape, or form tend to have some sort of dad issues, and I don't always necessarily mean it's always a negative thing. But I think
there's always parental.
There's always going to be issues with parents for kids, especially as kids get older. And one of the hardest things as a parent is watching them grow up and spending 18 to 20 years wondering if you're doing it right. Yeah. Because you're just not gonna know. And the problem is, especially with the more understanding we have of medically, as far as mental health,
like developmental
and
psychology.
developmental and things like that, you could even raise your kids right and they just end up wrong because of mental issues, mental health issues, things like that.
Or stuff outside of the family. You know, you could have a loving, embracing home life that is ideal for that child, but they could be sensitive outside to the input that they're getting. Yeah, you just don't know. I also think it's a fine line to walk between that, and it's that tough line of, am I being too lenient or am I being too tough? And what should I expect from this child? Because you can have a very bright child who maybe doesn't excel in one subject and is really struggling. And so it's that flexibility. And again, like, what is the line between, well, for example, you got a C in this one class. You have A's in the rest of the class. You've come to expect A's of that child. Now, is that C because you don't like the subject? Is it because the subject's hard for you?
It's usually Spanish.
Is it because your friends are in that class? I mean, like, that's kind of the line that you're wavering on, because it doesn't help that child if you ground them because it is legitimately a subject that they struggle with. You know, but if they're just bored in the class, I mean, it's, yeah.
That's the hardest thing. There's no real how to be a parent guidebook out there.
Yeah, there's no handbook. They don't come with
and that's the it's not necessarily the problem is that there could never be an actual real guidebook to raising kids, because each kid's different. Each kid responds to everything differently.
Right.
You just got to roll with the punches.
And again, talking about that generational thing, it's all about how you were raised, and then having to kind of take that in stride but not be exactly like them, so that you hope you're doing better, you know, and then hopefully your child will grow up and take it in stride, and hopefully they're doing better. It
almost feels like it's like trial and error from generation to generation. Like,
well, it's because every kid's an individual too.
As a kid, you grow up and you know what it was that hurt you, so you try to change that about yourself for your kids. And then they're gonna take whatever it is you do. And as parents, we never know what's really hurting our kids. because let's be real, there's a lot of kids out there that won't talk about it.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of parents that won't even let them talk about it. Let's be real.
But even if you did, they either don't want to hurt you or they don't want to be punished, or it's just hard for them to put in words what it is. There's a whole bunch of reasons, but yeah.
But yeah, it's and again, what makes it hard is just everybody's so different. Even with kids, they're so different. Like, if both of my kids got in trouble for something, I would have to punish both of them in completely different ways.
Right.
Because they're so different.
Right.
But no,
this was extremely well written.
Very well done, man.
Yeah.
All right, so if you guys like the video, slash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Comment down below. What did you think of Handlez Mcgee featuring Muse with Daddy Issues? Also, comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to see reacted to. Check the description below for all the things.
Push our buttons. Come join us on our other social media platforms, mostly Twitter if you want a quicker response.
We love you guys. Thank you all for watching. Cannot wait to see you pray people later. Peace.